Hi everybody, here today with a Glock 19 and a Glock 34, both of them are Generation 4. I'm going to be doing a quick comparison and an installation of these Ameriglo Pro I-dot sights. I've already got them installed on my Glock 19. As you can see, it's got a really nice bright orange dot and a single dot in the rear. Comparing that to the Glock 34 sights, which are the standard Glock sights, for me, there's no comparison. I love the two-dot system, and at nighttime, I'll turn off the lights here in a second, but you can see that Ameriglo has the Tritium, which definitely helps for low light situations, and I'll be showing you that here in a second. I'm not sure if my camera will pick this up or not. I guess it does fairly well. Stabilize it here. So as you can see, the two dots show up really well even in pitch black. And next to it, I'm holding the Glock 34, but it's there are no sights there at all, as I'm sure you can tell. Get the lights back on. Tripping over everything. Alright, so first thing you obviously want to do, which I've already previously done, and I'm sure none of you have been shot through a camera before, but do it anyways for my sake. Unload and show clear, nothing in the chamber. So go ahead and take the slide off. Pull everything out. Alright, so to start it off, I'm going to take off the front sight. And for that, you just need a front sight tool. This one that I have here is made by Lyman. It came in a complete toolkit. You can get a standard Glock front sight tool or removal tool, or pretty much any of them out there will work. I just prefer this one because it came with the whole kit of tools I need for working on guns. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but inside of here there's a little hex screw that holds the front sight on, and it's pretty easy to take off. I'll go ahead and do that now. Alright, so once the screw's out, the front sight here just pulls right out, leaving you with that. After you get the front sight out, go ahead and open up the package here and get the other one. Alright, so this is the new sight. Again, as you can see, it's nice bright orange. Alright, I like to get the screw started in the tool before putting the front sight in, and you also want to use a bit of thread locker. The Blue 242 works just fine. Anything stronger than that and you'll never get it off again without breaking the screw. So you don't need much, just a tiny little dab. See, get it back in the camera here. Stuff likes to come out really quick. Alright, that's more than enough on there. A little bit too much. I'm actually going to wipe a little bit of that off. Alright, that's a little better. We take the aftermarket sight, put it right into the slot there. Make sure it's facing the right direction, obviously. Don't want to be that guy. And then go ahead and insert the tool. One thing to remember when you're doing this is not to over tighten it. With a thread locker, it really doesn't need much tension, but if you do over tighten it, you'll run the possibility of breaking the screw, and it'll render your front sight useless and you'll have to buy another one. Make sure everything's lined up nice and straight, and go ahead and tighten it down a little bit more. And that's it. Front sight is installed. And after this, I'll go ahead and lock it into the vise over here, and we'll work on the rear sight. Move the camera. The best way to do the rear sight is with a sight pusher, but I don't have one of those. And I do have is a polymer punch. It's made. I take that back. It's a nylon punch. I took an old cutting board and hacked a piece off of that. The punches that they have for sale are hard to come across. I went to pretty much every store out there and I couldn't find one, so I ended up just making one. Best way to do this is from left to right. That's pretty much standard with every part of the gun. So you put your punch on there and just hammer it out. Once you get that out, you can go ahead and put your next sight in. Again, make sure it's facing the right direction. Once you get that started a little bit, go ahead and I have also a nylon hammer here so I can get the sight started a ways. Alright, now that it's partially on, go ahead and take the punch and get it centered up. That actually looks pretty good. Now that the rear sight's on, that pretty much completes the installation of the sights. It's, as you can see, really wasn't that difficult, and if you don't have all the tools to do it, they're pretty cheap on Amazon. The little vise and the polymer grips for the slide so you don't mar it up. That's about $40 for that there, so if you're considering taking it in to have somebody do it, you might reconsider and just do it yourself. Now that I got the sights put on, go ahead and pull it back out of the vise, get her all put back together. And as you can see, big difference over the stock Glock sights. I'll leave a link in the description below of the sights and the tools that I used today. I definitely recommend these Ameriglos. Best bang for the buck out there, I figure. Thank you for watching the video, and have a great day.